What are we looking at?
This is the new economic development website.
It's really good.
And there's a few different things that we did here. First of all, First of all, when you're going to communicate to today's society, you have to use technology. And one of the best ways to get in touch with people is through your website. Before, websites were like a simple brochure, almost like a business card. They just kind of told people what you did. Now websites can actually tell people what you want them to do. Help direct them, help them understand your mission, help them understand who you are. People expect a lot more from it. There's a few things that we did with the new economic development website. I think the most exciting thing for us is we built them a CMS system. That's a content management system. What that means is that at any time they want to make changes, they can log into their website. It looks just like Microsoft Word. I'll show you it in just a little bit, and make changes instantaneously. Now this is going to save them thousands in marketing. Online marketing is very expensive, but if you have fresh content on your website all the time, it also makes you come up on the top of searches. So it works just as good and it doesn't cost you a thing. Let me show you our pages. First, we have our home page. Now, it's really common right now to have your logo in your upper left-hand corner, and that's actually your home link. So people just click on the logo to always go back to the home page. Ease of access and navigation is also very important. People are not going to waste time trying to find what they want on your website. We put the community fact file as a PDF on here, so if they want all the little details of our city, they can just click right here and download it, instead of us having to mail it to them. They can even open it on their phone or their iPad if they're traveling. The next thing that we did was for Contact Us. We kind of want to have an idea of what people want to know about, where they're coming from, get a little information on them. So instead of just having your general contact form, we're asking for their name, their email, and we gave them all these questions. Sometimes if you give people a comments box and just a comments box, it's a little too much for them. But we have all these questions here that are most commonly asked, and they can just click on it, and that way we're making sure we're getting them the exact information they want, and it only takes them seconds to ask for it. As soon as they hit submit down here, this goes directly to Economic Development's email. They don't have to log on to the site to find it or anything. It's forwarded. So there's never a time loss there. And that's another thing. Sometimes if you take too long to get back to people, they lose interest. Key industries. Now keep in mind, this website is never finished. Since it is a CMS system, it's like a piece of software. They can always add pages, they can always add content, keep growing it, keep developing it. This is one of the pages that we really need the community's input to build. As you can see, we listed some of our most key industries here in Trinidad. And what we can do is link to other people's websites or pages or Facebooks, whatever they're using online to market themselves, and really populate this page. That's also going to help all of Trinidad in marketing. Again, you can see we have a question, ask us, right here on the right-hand side, so that it's always accessible. And we have our navigation menu always on the right-hand side. We want contacting us and finding information to be as easy as possible. Live and work, after working with Stephen and Luann and the board, is very important here. Trinidad is beautiful. There's a lot of industry, small businesses, medium-sized businesses that can do very well here. Internet technology, engineers, people who do nationwide things like my husband and myself can locate in Trinidad, have a lower cost of living, and do very well. Our office in Fort Collins is so much more expensive, and there's so many more people. It's just lovely to live here. So it's just promoting the idea of everything Trinidad does have to offer. We have so much room for growth. Site selection is another one we'd like to have the community, the real estate agents, people selling their property or their business to be involved in. Sometimes people want to start a business and they have the funds to do so and they have a few ideas, but it's nice to give them another idea, like Trinidad needs a bakery. Trinidad needs a baby store. So you show them the location, you give them idea, you help inspire them, you make it welcoming and inviting, and then we can start getting them here. I remember when I was a kid in school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. My teachers helped me. They opened my eyes to jobs that I never even thought of. And it's kind of that idea there. Small town, big opportunity. Again, we're just pushing that theme of everything Trinidad does have to offer. We have small town traditional values, but exceptional room for growth. And again, we want to make sure we keep everything to a paragraph or bolded statements, because if you give people big chunks of information, sometimes they just don't absorb it. So you want to make everything very plain and clear, and then we have our fact file where everything's detailed.
What?
You do. Look at this. If you have ideas, if you have information, if there's a link you want to put here, it takes us seconds to do so. The industrial park was one of the most interesting pieces of our programming. How can we make an interactive map that you don't have to be a programmer to change? So we figured that out and we've done that. And what's really cool, so let's say somebody's interested in any of these areas. They can click on the lot. Make sure I'm hitting the right button.
So this is all the north section.
The whole map will be done. Stephen and Luann are still putting in information, and as they finish, the entire lot will be like this. You can click on any section and the information will pop right up. If there's a business there, it'll give you all the business information. If it's not, it'll say this lot is available for purchase, and then we have this contact form if somebody's interested, and again, it goes straight to their email. Another good thing with this is that we can actually optimize each of the lots available and the suites available on Google individually, and that'll give economic development in Trinidad a huge online presence. And that's what we're working on now with them.
Could I see that previous one again, please?
Oh, sure. It's all the same one. This is, you go to the map, and you click on any of the lots or suites. Now they are still getting us the information for some of these.
I have a hard time imagining all that green, all those little bits.
And the projector really isn't sharp. You can actually read all the lots on the screen.
If you see it on a computer, it's much more clear.
Oh, okay.
And then you just pick your lot, you click on it, and it goes to a page with information about it. Now, since this one's available for purchase, there's not a lot of information, but some of the other ones where we have businesses will have all their contact information, maybe a photo of the place.
Where you have size?
Yes.
Dimensions.
And again, we're just working on putting that information in. The longest, hardest part of this process was getting all the programming to work in a manner that everybody in economic development can take care of this without us. If we were gone tomorrow, their website would be fully functional, they'd be able to change it, they'd be able to change the lots. They don't need us from here on out. Are we still here for them all the time, training them, helping them? Of course we are. But this is theirs. And then, of course, we did TLAC, Why Trinidad Los Animas County. We have our enterprise zone tax incentives. We do have an abundant workforce. Let's turn that into a positive. We have a magnificent four-season climate, and for me, what really drew me here is the quality of life. You can't be, knowing that your babies are at Walmart with their grandma and you're not even there. Somebody calls you, oh, I just saw your kids. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place to live. And I think a lot of small, medium-sized businesses would like it here. They just don't know about it. Now, this is the website. They can add pages. If they can, somebody was suggesting earlier, maybe we should put all of City Council and the mayor on here with their contact information. So they can just go add a page and add all of that. So as the community comes up with new ideas and economic development comes up with new ideas, we can add more pages.
Who decides where the page would go? Where would you put City Council and County Commissioners?
Actually, I would probably put it right here, TLAC, or with the contact us, but that's kind of up to them.
Okay.
Them and the board. Now, to get into their website and make changes, I just want to show you how easy it is. I'm going to go ahead and log in. And all you do is you can either go here to all your pages, and it looks just like Microsoft Word. Now, if you can't remember the name of a page and you want to make sure you're editing the right spot, all you have to do is hit this View tab. And it'll show you exactly the page you're working on. Another fun thing with this is, let's say I go in here and I edit it. I can preview the changes before I ever do them. So your website has not been altered at this point. You can make sure you like it, it sounds good.
That's me and Steven and our 2 kids there.
And another fun thing that we did to help them with online marketing is we embedded their Facebook into their website, which is going to increase their numbers significantly. Facebook is very viable as a marketing means in Trinidad.
You should have said that when Kathleen was here.
Yes.
Oh, shut up. This is my husband.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you like your changes, it opens your preview in another window. So you can just go back to your original window here and update it. The change is instantaneous. Right here, you can add media. You can add photos, music, movies. And we even have a full media editor embedded in our programming. So if you need to crop it, if you need to change the size, rotate it, do whatever you've got to do to make it look good on your website, you can do it all right here. In order to see the media editor, you just click on it. You go to Edit Image. And you can crop it, you can scale it, you can do anything that you need to do. You can even flip it horizontal, whole 9 yards. Another thing that we've done for some people, especially artists, is they don't understand pixel ratio. We can make where every picture you upload, no matter how big it is or what size it is, be the perfect size for your website automatically. So there's a lot of different things we can do. We've been working with Luann and Steve, and Luann's very savvy with technology, and so is Steven. So we're allowing them to change the sizes of their photos for how it would look good on the page. But I think the most important thing here is marketing Trinidad, marketing economic development, having fresh content, having something the community can invest in where it's not costing them $300 or $400 every time they want to add something or make a change. It's theirs. It's theirs from now on to do whatever they want with. And again, we're always down the road if they need us. Any questions so far?
Right, and just I might add, I pulled this up from where our old website was, and in here it'll tell you how much it's costing us, or how much it did cost us if we had to make changes, which was horrendous. But I've got the figures right here.
Yes, and just to do that map
Yeah.
was how much?
This map on the other, with the old people that we had, this map cost us $3,100.
This website would have cost economic development roughly, roughly about $10,000. We basically kind of a lot of the money. We charge them $1,500 for this website. The reason we're doing that as a business is just like anybody goes out and I ask people to get advertised in our magazine, to advertise, get your name out. This is our advertisement, showing people what we can do. I think telling somebody you could do something and showing them you could do something are totally different things. So what we're hoping is that we can help Trinidad have an online presence. We absolutely do not, and I know I upset some people earlier saying this, we have no online presence. If you type in Trinidad, Colorado, yes, Trinidad comes up and they think that they're doing something there. That's supposed to happen. What we need to happen is somebody typing in Southern Colorado, places for new businesses, anything that's outside of the box that people are searching for, we need to come up. And the only way we're going to do that in Trinidad is either a few companies dropping in hundreds of thousands of dollars and paying for keywords, or everybody doing their part and having a website that's optimized correctly. It's popularity contests. The more people that are using the same keywords, Trinidad, Colorado, the more you're going to come up. So if everybody in town, 300 businesses, had at least a splash page, a $500 website, optimized it correctly, that's going to happen is Trinidad's going to start coming up. You don't need you can't depend on tourism, you can't depend on economic development to market the whole town. Everybody's got to do their piece. Everybody's got to do their part. And a lot of people don't have websites, and a lot of people have been ripped off here on websites, people coming in saying they can do them, and then a lot of people think they don't need them. As a whole, if we want to be a destination for tourism, for people coming here, we have to all do our part in putting ourselves on